Hey contractors, this is Joe Hughes from Contractor Dynamics, and in today's video I want to go over probably the most commonly asked question that we get from contractors throughout the country, and that is the question of why aren't I ranking in my town for the services that I provide. Definitely a frustrating question. There are definitely some clear answers, so at the end of this video I'm going to show you exactly how you can fix this so you can accelerate your rankings almost immediately. Now, I will say that there is no quick overnight fix that you can make with SEO or online marketing to automatically propel you to the top of search engines. And there are over 200 factors in Google's famous ranking algorithm. However, this is the low-hanging fruit for any local contractor that you can implement without any technical knowledge, and you can really get started on it today. So a typical question would be, I am not ranking when I search for my services in my town. I'm not showing up in search engines, and the contractor across town who doesn't provide the level of services that I provide and doesn't really have a nice website is constantly showing up in search results. So why is that? Well, there are a lot of possible answers to that, but what we want to do is not really focus on your competitor, because there's dozens of different things or reasons that they could be showing up there and you're not, but let's focus on your website. So what do we need to do? We need to think how Google thinks. So Google is getting better at serving up the most relevant local search results for any particular search. And most searches for contractors are going to be local in nature. They're going to have local intent, which means that the person searching is looking for a local construction company. Now, in the case of industrial construction or commercial or government contracting, this may not be the case, but for most commercial and pretty much all residential contracting, this is the case. And Google's getting better and better at this. They have a hyper-local focus, so they are getting better and better at serving up those local search results, and they're getting smarter at determining which websites actually have valuable content and not just content that was put there or keywords that were put there to try to manipulate Google into ranking their website. So Google has changed a lot over the past few years. A few years ago, it used to be kind of a matter of just getting the right keywords into your website, and these days that doesn't really help you at all. Topical relevance and topical authority are subjects or keywords that you're going to hear pop up a lot if you read anything about online marketing. And really what this means is that just jamming some keywords in your website is not enough. You need to make sure that your website is the most relevant local authority for the services that you offer. So Google, again, is getting better at determining what content is the most valuable, what content is the most authoritative, and therefore ranking those websites. Along those lines, Google's also getting better at understanding website engagement. So engagement statistics are things like time spent on your website, how many pages the average person visits on your website, how many clicks they're making on your website, and things like that. So if you put up a low quality page about kitchen remodeling, for example, just to try to trick Google into ranking you, if you do generate traffic and visitors to that page, they're likely not going to stay around very long if it's not a very valuable or informative page. And so if the average person is staying on your website for 10 seconds, Google's going to see that, and they're not going to continue to rank you for that keyword. So the bottom line is, these days we really need to make content that is valuable for search engines, but is also valuable for people who are visiting our website to learn about our services and the types of things that we can do. So to show an example of this, we're going to dive into one of our contractor websites just to give you a quick case study to show you what we're doing with them and to show you exactly how you can do this yourself. So DES Home Renovations is a remodeling contractor in New Jersey, and in addition to having spectacular photos on their website, they have a lot of good content on their website that is relevant both for Google and for people. So let's start off by looking at their services. As we can see here, they have a page for each one of the primary services that they offer. full home renovations, basements, bathrooms, kitchens, and so on. This happens to be the kitchen remodeling page, and we have a couple nice pictures here. We have links to some of the counties that they service. We have different types of kitchen remodeling, different features that people might be looking for, and some of these link to other pages on the website as well, taking the visitor deeper and deeper. And we have a nice call to action at the bottom. So that's a valuable page for both people and Google. So if this contractor wants to rank for kitchen remodeling, well, this page is really going to help him do that. Another thing we have on this site is a service areas section. So it's not enough just to give Google your address and say, hey, this is where I'm located, so rank me for this town. We need to have a service area section that tells Google and tells people where we perform our services. So looking at a quick example, Princeton, New Jersey is a town that many will recognize because of the famous university. So we have an entire page for Princeton, New Jersey home remodeling. And this is dedicated to their general services, and they have links to each one of their specific remodeling services. And down here we just talk a little about each one of those services, kitchens and bathrooms and basements and so on. And so this becomes a really relevant page. Down here we have a video about Princeton, and again that nice call to action. So this service area page, and there's about 24 of these on the website, in addition to the service pages, really combine to give this contractor the best possible opportunity to show up in search engine results when someone is searching for kitchen remodeling in Princeton, New Jersey, for example. And as we can see, I just took a screenshot of their rankings. I blurred out their keywords for obvious reasons, but you can conclude that they are combinations of the services that they offer and the towns that they offer them. So these are the Google rankings on here, pretty much all over page 1 for these keywords. And that was made possible in large part by, again, having these service pages and having these location pages. Now, there's many other additional factors that go into ranking a website. Again, there's 200 factors in Google's ranking algorithm, but we can get into those in another video. For now, my action steps for you would be to take a look at your website and ask yourself where you would like to rank, and look at your website and to see if you are giving Google a reason to rank you. Do you have content for your services? Do you have content for your locations? Is it good content or is it low quality content? Is it easy to find from your homepage? Those are the types of things that you can look at. Those are the types of things that Google is looking at. So that's the first step, is to take a look at your website and to see if you're giving Google a reason to rank you. And if not, you can start creating that content either yourself or with your web company or SEO company. So that should give you the kind of low-hanging fruit for optimizing your website to show up in local search results. There's a lot more that goes into it, but this will, if you do this one thing, this will accelerate your rankings pretty quickly. So that's all I have for now. Thanks for listening. Hope it provided some value for you. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to comment below this video.